The real reason he ghosted you isn't what you think. It's not about his sudden realization you weren't the one, or that he got scared of commitment, or even that he found someone better. He vanished because you stopped serving a very specific, often unconscious, purpose in his life. And staying would have required him to face an uncomfortable truth about himself he desperately avoids. Think about it. In the beginning, he was a master illusionist. He mirrored your interests, reflected your desires, and seemed to understand you on a profound level. That intense connection, that feeling of being truly seen, wasn't accidental. It was a carefully constructed facade designed to draw you in and secure you as a source of something he desperately needed. Maybe it was constant validation, an ego boost, someone to fill his lonely evenings, or even just a convenient distraction from his own inner turmoil. You became the perfect audience, the ideal reflection he wanted to see. But what happens when the mirror starts to show his cracks, instead of just what he wants to project? That supply, that consistent flow of energy, attention, or affirmation began to dwindle or change. Perhaps you started asking for more genuine connection, more consistency, or simply expressed a boundary. You shifted from being a passive recipient of his performance to an active participant in a potential relationship, someone with your own needs and expectations. For someone who operates on transactional emotional dynamics, this is a crisis. He wasn't equipped to meet those needs because his interest wasn't rooted in genuine care, but in what he could extract. The moment the cost of maintaining the illusion outweighed the benefit he was receiving, his instinct was not to communicate, but to disappear. Ghosting is his ultimate escape hatch. It's not just a sign of immaturity, it's a deliberate psychological tactic to avoid discomfort at all costs. Imagine the conversation he'd have to have, explaining why he can't commit, admitting he wasn't honest, or worst of all, confronting the gaping void in his own emotional landscape that he expects others to fill. That level of emotional labor, of owning his impact, is fundamentally something he is unwilling or incapable of doing. The silence is his way of controlling the narrative, leaving you in a vacuum where you often blame yourself, wondering what you did wrong. But here's the crucial part. It's almost never about you. It's about what you triggered within him. Your authenticity, your desire for something real, your very presence might have unwittingly held a mirror up to his own unresolved issues, his deep-seated insecurities, or his fear of genuine intimacy. He might have seen the possibility of a relationship that required him to be vulnerable, to be truly present, or to face his own inability to sustain a healthy connection. And instead of rising to the occasion, he retreated into the only defense mechanism he trusts, vanishing without a trace. He projected his own limitations, his own fears, onto the situation, making you the convenient reason for his exit without ever having to articulate it. Understanding this isn't about excusing his behavior. It's about liberating yourself from the burden of his actions. His ghosting was not a reflection of your worth, but a stark spotlight on his inability to engage in a respectful adult relationship. It's a powerful lesson in identifying those subtle red flags early on, the ones that hint at an emotional depth he simply doesn't possess. Your journey now is to acknowledge that profound truth, heal from the confusion, and move forward with the unwavering certainty that you deserve someone who has the courage to show up, even when things get uncomfortable.